Redacre Wrestling Podcast. Mamma mia, we're on episode 5, and we're coming up to Backlash, or as we like to call it, Cracklash. Now, joining me today is the Mac Daddy.
The Mac Daddy!
And the man only known as Conor.
Yo.
Also, being Skyped from Liverpool, via Skype, like I said, from Liverpool, we have Declan, play-by-play Maguire. Good to have you with us,
Welcome
Decky.
back to another play-by-play.
Excellent. Good to have you with us, Decky. Yes, folks, episode 5 of the Wrestling Podcast, and we actually are. We have Decky on my iPhone copyrighted, 5S copyrighted. From whereabouts are you in Liverpool, Decky? Is it St Helens?
Well, no, that's where the wrestling thing's based. I'm based just in Kensington, which is
far from here.
Kensington.
No, it's not at all. It's actually the exact opposite. Anyone who knows Liverpool knows it's a bit of a struggling place to be in.
Thank you for Skyping in with us.
It's great to hear your voice again, man.
Good to hear you, buddy.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to start with is we are coming up to the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view Backlash.
Cracklash.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let John start with the. We'll run through the match card, give our predictions, our
You run through it.
opinions.
Why do we have to start that shit all the time?
You wrote the match card out. You can call the match card.
Right.
Well, we say match card. It's match 5 piece of. It's very well written though. Good man, John.
Don't lay. Dagger, it looks fucked up.
How long we can show Decky? He's got the camera looking at us too. Yep.
Do you want to see my fucked up notes? It's on one sticky note.
Once,
Like a million scribbles.
folks, it's
First camera.
look at that.
Literally like that though.
So John, what's the opening match
This here's pathetic, man.
on the card? Folks, usually just to give you a heads up, usually we prepare a few notes just of general bits and pieces to talk
But
about.
this time we've just drew funny faces.
We've just drew funny faces, wrote stuff on a
We're
small
spot
page,
on this week.
and
We
Decky's got
joke.
a sticky note. So, professionals. John, first match on the card.
First match on the card should be the perfect 10 himself, Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. For some reason, why is that gimmick given to him?
Is his name actually Aiden English?
Oh, that's his gimmick right now. He's doing he's more or less trying to get himself over by going. You know what I'm saying? I liked him in the Vaughan villains with Simon Gotch as well, but there's no sign of Simon Gotch.
He asked for his release, and he didn't get fired. He didn't get sacked. He didn't get fired.
That's unfortunate.
He asked for his release.
I like them. So
Were you aware of that, Declan?
Yeah, it was a word. No, I didn't know he asked for his release. I knew he was released, but
Yeah, he was the one
No
that requested, and I like the
Well,
Vaughan.
you know, I don't look anything up or anything like that. I get told, you know, I just watch the fucking show. And, you
Just
know,
write that damn
I
shit.
just got the Future Endeavour update, and it's just like, alright, just
Well, yeah, Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. He's come from NXT. He got really over. A wee fun fact: he was at one point Jason Jordan's tag team partner. Jason Jordan, now an American Alpha on SmackDown type. But Ty Dillinger's come a long way. It's unfortunate what's
yeah, he's
happening
good. I
to Aiden
like what I've
English.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been Ty Dillinger. I'm a big fan of myself. I do think he's good. But yeah, Aiden English reminds me of, remember when Christian went through the yappy phase? He played poker with the A.K.A. and every time he lost, he would bang the table, or he would throw tantrums on DDP when he was European champion.
Yeah.
That's what Aiden, and that was just like, no.
I don't know.
I kind of hated stuff going on.
What do you think, Dag? Do you think it's just be annoying for now, or do you reckon they're not going to do nothing with him, or do you reckon that there's plans there? Or what do you even think of Ty Dillinger? What do you think? Any excited about that match?
Just to summarise, I don't know a lot about him, but whatever I've seen so far, he's not bad. He's a good hand. He's really good in the ring, but don't know what he's like on the mic or anything. I couldn't tell you what I think of him overall, but from whatever I've seen, I think he's interesting.
Is that
he's
Ty?
Good.
Who's that, Ty Dillinger?
What's that?
Is that Ty? Is that Ty Dillinger?
Yeah, Ty Dillinger. Sorry, what was the focus there? What was supposed to be?
We're just saying, it's a what they're doing with Aiden English, with him doing the whole singing and then the tantrum when he loses, sort of tormented artist type everything he's going for.
Sorry, I can't comment on much of that, to be honest. I just know a little bit about Ty Dillinger. I just thought he's
But I tell you what, Decky, Ty's one to watch. He is very, very good.
I'll tell you what do you think about it? Since what's your take on it? Do you like it or?
I like the vaudevillains. I just think that they didn't know what to do with Aiden English, and maybe they weren't going to let him go because they can't really release him for being like,
that gimmick on
one of your mates gone. Like, you know, the vaudevillains is a tag team. You're not going to. You can't have the vaudevillain because everybody will just be like, well, you could have got a better gimmick. Same way we often comment Reigns never really got another gimmick. He's just not in the Shield anymore. Like that's what happened to Aiden English.
That's a good point. The biggest thing they need to do with Reigns as well, just to jump into about this one, is get rid of that fucking theme music.
Yes.
As soon as you hear the first opening note, you're just like, it's like a kick in the dick. You're just like, oh.
New clothes. Get him new clothes, lads. Well, not us.
I think that's what while I was there. People riled up is that music. I think people just hear that before he even comes out, they're like, I'm going to cheer for him today, and then they hear that music and everyone just goes, boo. They're probably booing.
Exactly is,
Maybe it's the music they hate and not Reigns. Well, the next...
I like Reigns, I just don't like...
Vulcan without the mask.
He stole your gimmick, Decky. Stole the gimmick. The next one... Well, I'll tell you what, as an opening match, it should be good.
It should be good. Trust me, Ty Dillinger's come a long way. The crowd is actually behind him.
Yeah, kickoff.
Oh, yeah, so that's on pre-show.
That's the pre-show, Decky.
I think it's more or less a way of getting Ty Dillinger more.
So, I think it's going to be a good pre-show.
Getting him a wee push.
And plus, will it not give Aiden English a push? If Ty's over, as we know, well over, Aiden might, hopefully I'll rub a bit off on Aiden. Maybe he'll actually have a good match. As long as he doesn't throw a tantrum at the end. Because you're just going to go...
I'll tell you what, Dag, it would be a good way of actually fucking maybe showing Aiden English doesn't just do tag team shit. He can wrestle by himself. Do you know what I mean? That could be what's going on there.
Yeah, there's a opportunity.
Well, the next one, Decky, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's been in the works for a while, hasn't it?
That's been building steam for a good while now.
And pretty cool. Rowan actually beat Harper clean there last week.
Yeah.
Like as John,
I was surprised.
Good match,
Decky, have you seen any recent photos or like videos of Luke Harper?
Go tell me what's he like now?
John literally hit the nail on the head. He's like the second coming of Bruiser Brody.
Oh yeah,
fuck yeah.
He looks the double of him, man. And he rocks the tank top dirty jeans better than Dirty Dean Ambrose.
Well, he did it before Dean Ambrose. Don't forget Dean Ambrose was in the Shield and fought
could we
not the Wyatts.
Harper did it as Brody Lee, the same look.
Could we not just forget Dean Ambrose?
Yes.
Don't talk about him another time. But Daggy, instead of wearing
the... talk about Dean Ambrose, I can mention him for a second. I did see what he did on Raw there recently. Was it last week or this week? He's got a new T-shirt, doesn't he? Like, he's not sporting that other anarchy thing.
Daggy.
He's got this.
There's a rule. This is the compound. His name.
We don't talk about.
We're not allowed.
It just infuriates me.
Well, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, I'd say, is going to be high impact. It's going to be a good.
I love me some Harper.
A good war.
Harper. Ever since Harper left the Wyatts, Daggy. Ever since.
His rip-off T-shirt looks pretty decent.
Which one is it?
His new T-shirt design.
You still on about Ambrose?
Yeah.
Decky on to forget Ambrose. Who? No, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. We're saying it's going to be a good heavy hitting match.
But remember we're talking about he's got the white vest and the blue jeans he used to wear. Daggy Harper we're talking about here. Now he's ever since he's left Wyatt, he's wearing all black. He doesn't do the...
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
Man, he looks badass, and he comes out doing this archer thing as if he's got a crossbow, and he just...
He's come out of the swamp, so he has...
It's broken through. He broke off the brainwash and all because of the round.
Man, if he had that run when he hit the Intercontinental title, he would have held on that for ages.
The reason he lost the title was because Vince wanted them to be from
Southern,
the Bayou.
Yeah.
And they were like, Wyatt's from the Bayou, we are not from the Bayou. His followers are from all over the place.
That's what... Yeah.
So that's why Harper
they
got
took family, literally. Like.
What?
I've just seen some pictures of him, man. He definitely suits that.
Yeah, he looks good. Well, again, that's first and second match.
That match, man, all you're gonna expect some fucking heavy hits, some big boots, some big fucking fists,
big slams.
Choke slam. Not choke slams.
Farouk versus Bradshaw kind of style. I'm just like,
it's gonna be. There's gonna be.
The only thing is, you need to watch out because these boys are gonna be pulling out some stuff that you don't really expect.
Exactly. That's what I like about it. The two lads have the talent to pull out.
Watch out for Rowan's big fucking spinning karate kick, man.
Remember the Cesaro Harper cage match they had back in what was that company? But he was a Brody Lee at the time.
Brody Lee and Antonio fucking Claude or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that match is class.
I've only seen clips of it. I've never seen the full thing.
It's pretty good.
Match number 3, one that me and John are watching very closely, Decky. It's Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, versus Sammy Let's Go Zayn. And me and John are we're psyched for this match. Like, Sammy
I'm Baron all the fucking way. I love
so
Zayn.
Sammy.
I love
Zayn on the
Zayn.
card this time.
Yeah.
Sammy, so
I love Zayn, but I'm going for fucking Baron.
Decky, who are you backing? You gonna follow Corbin with John?
I'm backing you, of course.
He's backing me.
Let's go.
Wait. You talked over. Who did you say?
You're taking my side, Decky.
I'll go for
Sammy.
To be honest, no. Yeah, well, from what I've seen of Lone Wolf, I do enjoy the gimmick, but like I'd probably go for Sami Zayn. I like his work.
Yes, that's Sami Zayn, Decky, and Shannon versus Baron Corbin. He's fucked.
I'm going Corbin in this one.
Good shit. Because
he at this point. No, at this point he has to do something to validate, especially the trophy and fucking being an elimination chamber match. We chucked it earlier,
and coming back.
What exactly do you dislike about Corbin?
I didn't like. It was just.
He doesn't wear that two-tone tights.
I didn't really like his promos much.
Well, say that, right?
I like more things to dislike about him, you know.
From what
it's very distracting, that hairline. Very distracting. It's because I'm sitting there going, you know the crag, you know the fear with long hair, and I was just like going, fuck, man, no. Yeah, sort that out.
Baron Corbin, on the microphone, right? He's starting to get there. If you go back and look at his very early stuff, he didn't talk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the NXT, he came in and his matches were a couple of seconds long. And boom, finisher. It was a big deal. And that guy is tall as fuck, right? Yeah. What you're gonna see in this match is fucking Zayn floating about, trying to fucking get the best of him, and Baron's gonna grind him and pound him, and it's gonna be good shit. But Baron Corbin, I really hope to start using more of him. I really hope he's starting. You know what my problem is with him, and I'm a big fan, love him since day one. When he's talking, he needs to get into the mindset. He needs to start believing what he's saying when he's saying it and getting passion behind it, because he's just standing up there as if he's a wee boy in a big giant's body going, oh, I'm going to beat you up. Sometimes, Baron, listen to the Mac Daddy. Start getting yourself riled up before these fucking promos. Get angry, man. Start releasing your frustration out on these motherfuckers, alright? Start believing what you're saying. And then
those people get to the points, you know.
And I believe it will happen.
Going through the grind for so long, and then finally get an opportunity on the mic, and then for some reason it all comes out. I think he just needs to get that. I don't necessarily say he needs that moment to get the mic in his hand. It's just I think he needs to.
They're giving people a chance now. They're giving people like Gender and all a chance. So give someone like Corbin a chance. Bring him up.
Don't force the microphone on.
No one's going to start hating Zayn.
I haven't had a chance yet.
No,
don't force the microphone on it, but I believe he'll get better on the microphone. But as far as his in-ring ability, it's perfect job as a big guy.
What, throw him on commentating desk for some of his
matches? No. Just exactly what I said. Start believing what you're saying. Get angry before the fucking promo. Start thinking about what you're going to do. Look, I would fucking
take a moment, John.
You know what I mean?
Take a moment to tell Corbin right now.
What is it?
Tell Corbin right now.
Corbin. Big fan. Believe what you say. Get fucking angry. Get passion behind what you're saying, because when you're talking, sometimes I think it sounds like you don't believe what you're saying. Dude, you're massive. You're a fucking big bully. You're supposed to be that. Get angry. Look, I want that fucking belt.
John,
do that shit.
Even as research, go back and watch when you watched Ric Flair was delivering a promo when
I am your god. You know what I mean?
Like when he says,
my shoes cost more than your house.
Get down to the ring right now.
He believed.
He truly because he did live the character.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be true, but you gotta believe.
And one of my favorite, my favorite wrestling promo, right up till now, is the Dusty Rhodes Hard Times promo, because Dusty was son of a plumber, blue collar, American. When he delivered that, there's no honor among thieves. Ric Flair, I don't have to say how I feel about the world's champion. When he said that, and then at the very end, when he builds, and that's what he does. He starts off talking, he starts off polite, then he gets angry, then he starts, and you're getting angry with him. And I remember watching
Is
this
that
promo.
the reach out, mate?
And at the very end, just when he goes, he goes, I want you to thank all my fans when Dusty Rhodes was down, and you sent him a cards, and you wrote me good words. And at the end, when he's sitting there doing that, my hand is touching your hand.
Yeah.
Just get him to watch a load of Jake the Snake
promos. John, I'm only quoting the promo, and you can see the hairs standing on my arm. Decky,
what were you saying there, Decky?
Where do you go for the promo inspiration? If you want to cut a promo, where are you going to head?
When you're going to cut yours?
Oh, it's what we all grew up with. So everyone's got a different answer. Mine's would be Stone Cold for certain.
Fucking hell,
he had energy that was just struck a chord with most of us, but it struck a chord with me. So yeah, I would probably look at a vintage off promo and also a Ric Flair. If I wanted
pink tights.
Now there's a guy who fucking believed every word that he said. We're talking about promos. Believe what you fucking say.
And like that's just like Austin. When Austin said he was going to open a can of whip-ass, you firmly believed everyone was going to get their ass whooped, no matter whether the timekeeper or the announcer.
Yeah, it had to be sincere.
Yeah, you
had to come somewhere.
And like Austin's character, I remember reading this once in a WF magazine. That's how old it was. So Austin's character, the guy who hates it when he's
shout outs to Lita and Trish Stratus pull out posters.
Thanks, Lita. Thanks, Trish.
Thank you, WWF. The teenage boy JP. Thank you very much.
Everybody has a boss. Everybody has a boss they don't like. So Austin was so relatable because remember when he went torture McMahon, beat him up in the hospital, everywhere, and people you didn't want to do that. Maybe not that exact stuff to your boss, but you hate your boss. You have a dick boss. That's why people loved Austin as well, because he was the I'm employed but I'm a rebel sort of. I don't have to do what the boss says. Yeah. But yeah, Austin and Flair, two very good promo sources.
Getting back to Baron versus...
Throw it again, we'll cut off Decky there just a minute you said about promo, just to wrap up the promo bit. So he's as you said, you're drawing more towards Austin. Anyone else you can think of, you would? Yeah. Or does it really depend? Would you switch and change between opponents?
Where would I go to for inspiration, or what would it? So it would really depend on kind of what promo you want to deliver. So if you wanted to kind of lay some smack or some smackdown on someone, you probably want to go for Flair because he had a lot to say. But you would look at the way you wouldn't take necessarily the words he used. Yeah. You would watch his promo and go, okay, so he's attacking him from this way. He's it's just the way you attack your opponent in a promo. So if I want to enjoy or get excited about a promo, it just really depends, like which way you want to go with it. So for us, it really is. It was the ones who struck chords with us growing up, or happen to be in WWE or WWF.
Well, Decky, we actually should mention sort of a special announcement on episode 5. As you can tell, we're Skyping with Decky here in Liverpool. Decky actually is training to be a wrestler. Like we're all fans, we're all mega fans, marks, whatever you want to call us. But Decky's went one step further and is training with, I believe it's Infinity Promotions.
It's Infinite
Promotions. There you go. Now, like I said, Decky, you will have to cut a promo. Like we can all sit here and talk on our podcast, and we can talk and we can quote The Rock and Flair and Dusty's. But you are gonna have to do your homework and research, and
it's nerve-wracking.
Once you do, it'd be class if we could play the promo on the podcast.
What about getting on the spot one at the end of the broadcast?
You might be called upon to cut one before we leave this evening. Right, next match Conor is going to do for us. So he is
But Declan Maguire, watch out, stomping mud holes and walking them dry.
Digging ditches, smacking bitches.
Digging ditches.
So you've passed this to me now, right? Okay, because you knew I went through the matches the other day with Crangle. Fuck's sakes.
I don't want to talk about this match.
I'm
not looking forward to it at all.
6 women's, I don't know what the fucking title this is. There's 6 of them. Basically, the entire SmackDown roster for women is on display here. And one team so far here, there's Becky, Flair, and Naomi, and Carmella, Natalya, and Tamina. Is there anyone else in the back? Like, honestly, like, what the fuck?
Well, let me say this, right?
It's just, no.
I'm not a big fan of, like, throwing a load of people in for a match like that, like
no,
6 wrestlers.
No, way too many people.
But, what I am going to enjoy the match, I'm going to focus on the positive. We are going to get to see the SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi, who I am convinced that I walked past in Orlando 2 years ago.
Stalked.
on the fucking street.
Stalked
I'm
in
convinced.
Orlando.
She is amazing.
She
Absolutely amazing. Captivating.
But
as a performer and as a
I'm just getting you up to speed on where we're at now, right? Bray Wyatt and Orton had a rivalry ages ago. Seems like ages ago now, but it wasn't that long ago. Main games being played. Randy Orton more or less goes, right, if you can't beat him, join him. So Wyatt or fucking Orton becomes a member of the Wyatt family. This is going on. People think Randy's going to betray them to win the tag team championships. And Luke Harper is the one that clicks on. He's like, right, and by this point, Braun is on Raw. Eric Rowan is not brought up. So it's just like Randy Orton, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family, right? They used to go, I hear voices in my check. Then boom, boom, boom. It was pretty cool what they were doing. So more or less, Randy was in the Wyatt family, have to win the championships. Harper's going, yo, Bray, this motherfucker's playing you, man. He's the Viper, you know what I mean? He's not part of the family, like can you not see this? And Wyatt, no, more or less fucking chose Orton over Harper, betrayed fucking Harper, blah blah blah. So they're the Wyatt family, Orton and Wyatt. Then Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble after Bray picks up the fucking championship. Randy comes out, pulls this promo, and Wyatt going, I will never betray you, you are the master, as long as you're the champion, I will not do that. So it was going to be the first time in history that nobody cashed in the money, or they went on from the Rumble to face the champion, right? That wasn't going to happen, but then it created this fucking situation of SmackDown between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, and then all of a sudden, boom, right, fucking Orton's betraying you, and he's going for the title, and then he fucking beats Bray for the title. Wyatt gets sent off the Raw. It was just over so suddenly. So now, and we were all expecting like a Harper and Wyatt fucking feud at that point. We wanted Harper to go on and defeat Wyatt by breaking the brainwashing, and then that's how he's changed his clothes and all now.
Could have been brilliant.
But Randy Orton now, right, he's the champion. He's in SmackDown. Bray got sent to Raw, so it was more or less a way of just sweeping that under the rug, right? So that created the spot we needed a number one contendership for the World Championship. And Jinder Mahal wins matches, fucking ends up becoming number one contender. And it was like the biggest fucking shock. I was like, what? Holy shit. Jinder fucking Mahal, the Maharaja, who's come back as a big deal. He's found himself. He truly is who he's supposed to be. Yeah. And I think Vince and Triple H and all that have seen this, and they're like, yes, continue with this. But Jinder Mahal stole the World Championship from Randy. The Singh brothers, who were the Bollywood boys, helped them, and there they go off in the limbo. Yo, Maharaja, blah, blah, blah. So fucking, then the next week following on Raw, or on fucking SmackDown, Jinder's in the middle of a photo shoot. Yes, get my good side and shit. Shane just walks up and takes the belt off, and you won't give him this back to Randy. Oh, okay. So I'm really hoping this isn't, right, you get to hold the belt for a week. Orton doesn't want to fucking bring it to the airport, but and then if he just loses to fucking Orton at this, I think it's a shame. I'm expecting Jinder Mahal to go over with his gang now, the fucking Singh brothers, doing his dirty work. It's like a really fucking, it reminds me of Alberto Del Rio a wee bit, you know what I mean? If he had a fucking boys washing his back, do you know what I mean? I think it looks really good. I'm going for Jinder. I don't think Randy needs the belt, and I think it's a really good way and a good shock of like fucking about with the playing field once again. So keeping SmackDown fresh.
Definitely.
Randy's better chasing the title than I think.
I'm just looking at the match card here now. Again, we looked up the order online, so we're assuming, as far as we know, this is the order of the matches that you've just heard us go through. The first three, Dillinger, English.
That was the Mac Daddy breakdown right there.
The Mark Nutter, Dillinger, English, Harper, Rowan, Corbin, Zayn. 3 matches I am looking forward to. Yeah. For the first opening 3 matches, I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to the whole match, the whole show.
Not the women's tag. No interest in that. No. Don't care about the Usos versus Bredango.
I'll give it a go though.
I'll try. Yeah. And then the last 3, Nakamura, Ziggler, Owen Styles, US title, and Orton Mahal, world title. I'm looking forward to all 3 of them. It's the 2 tag matches that I'm not looking forward to them. I'm just not invested in them in any way.
Long.
Conor, what do you reckon? Your breakdown on the matches. What do you think?
I said the same. If this is the same order online, then I'm worried about 2 tags back to back, because it's quite like even WrestleMania 20 had 2 different 4-man tags and everything. There was like a gap between. There was like in the match, I think it was Jericho and Christian match between those 2 or something. But throw the order around maybe a wee bit better. But yeah, like the first 3 matches were like the typical main events. It could be for SmackDown or something, and then you've got the last 3 are really either one of those 3 matches could be the main event for Backlash easily.
What I would have done is the way we've Luke Harper and Eric Rowan second, I'd have put a tag match after them, and then put Sammy and Baron as the 4th match.
But see this format right now. If this is the exact order that the card's gonna go, I don't mind it. You know, I'm expecting to see Dillinger and English on the pre-show, right?
There's always going to be a slump somewhere in the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but what people need to realise now is like the pre-show is part of the show now. You know what I mean? You don't. The pre-show isn't like back in the day. You just seen trailers. The pre-show is actually the start of the show. Mm-hmm. That's it. You need to watch it from the pre-show.
Everyone tunes in at the start of the pre-show.
It gives you enough time to get stuff ready. You're still there talking, and boom, by the time you're sitting down, boom, there's the first match. And then after the first match, boom, there's the fucking there's the main promo for the thing. You know, it's instantaneous.
Yeah, the game started.
You know. But maybe run down to the whole fucking thing. Dillinger and English, that'll be a good wee match to start off in the pre-show, get people in their seats. Harper and Rowan, good hard-hitting fucking match there to get your blood boiling. Right after that, we've got the fucking underdog, Sami Zayn going against the big dog, or not the big dog, the big fucking lone wolf, Baron Corbin. That's going to be a match and a half.
The big dog!
I know, what the fuck. And then you've got the ladies match. I'm looking forward to just seeing Naomi kick the ass of Carmella, you know what I mean? Usos, love the Usos as heels. Breezango and Fandango, or Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I'm hoping to see I'm really hoping to see some good shit to kind of break through that fucking gimmick. Right?
Yeah, you said they're good wrestlers. They've just been lumbered.
Very good wrestlers, right? Yeah. If Fandango came in and he didn't have that dance gimmick, man, I probably would have liked him.
I probably would have liked him.
Shinsuke and Dolph, that'll be a match and a half too. Not biggest fan of Dolph, but I still respect him. Nakamura, really dig him. Owens and Stage going to tear the fucking house down. Love it. Match of the most exciting match for me. And then Jinder and Orton, I'm hoping to see a fucking upset.
Massive upset. Hoping for it. We're all the first time we'll all have agreed on the podcast. Listen, Decky,
what do you reckon?
Decky, give us your.
Well, you guys seem to have you're on the ball, especially with the lineup and which order it's all going to happen for everyone.
We're not on the ball. We are the ball.
We are the ball. Indeed, but without me having that all in front of me, I will say a couple of matches that are sparking interest would be Luke Harper and Aaron Young, Aaron Rowan,
Aaron Young.
Aaron, man, I'm getting everyone's names mixed up here. Two big guys like that fighting off is probably going to be one of my favorite matches, and I'll move on to probably Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. They're probably going to be the best match in the card. I really don't have a favorite. I'm not rooting for anyone, so I'm going to be enjoying the pay-per-view differently this time round without having being clued up on everything. So I'll just have a different perspective on it.
It's going to be pretty
plus,
cool.
I'm off work the next day, so I'll be able to enjoy it. So
always good. I will be. Do not spoil it for me because I'm not watching it.
Have you found yourself watching wrestling different now that you're actually doing it? Are you actually watching it to try and from their perspective instead of being like a fan? Have you found yourself doing that?
Yeah, that too. But I have absolutely more respect and more. How would I say it? The things used to rub me the wrong way don't anymore. Considering what all the effort is put into it, you know what I mean? Especially a whole pay-per-view like that. And there's probably more things we were not aware of, that makes a thing like that happen. So I've got a higher appreciation for it in that regard. So
that's why
I'm just going to enjoy it.
That's why we're always on at you. Stick at the training, Decky, because we want to be going to one of your matches.
Yeah, that's what I'm always saying.
When Dolph Ziggler's putting you over.
People give a hard time. I always say, look, I don't really mean because I know they're in there doing that shit. You know what I mean?
It's the characters we react to, not the personal people. But that's what they're designed to do. Get a reaction from us.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, listen, Decky, thank you for joining us for the Backlash sort of our pre-show for Backlash, really, like just going over the card, and sure, we go off
No
in
problem.
tangents, but if you don't like it, know your role, jabroni. But Decky, listen, we will bid you a good night. Now,
Thank you,
before we
and
go,
good-
anyone you want to, like you said, there are infinite promotions as well. Anyone else you want to give a shout out to, or any news you have first? Any news that you want to let us in on
Hey, news.
before we go? Actually, no. As John said earlier in the promo, in the podcast, you have to cut a promo before we leave as a wrestler in training. But before that, anything you wanna let us know before we go for the night?
No, before latest SmackDown, or if you want to say that, there's no
Crackdown.
real update. The Crackdown. Just stay tuned for more Redacre game videos, because I will be I'll be touching on the GameCube games. So just look out for a new video.
That's it. We'll have it. We'll actually, like, I know this is the wrestling one, but do keep an eye out. Like I said, the Redacre covers games, film, and music as well. It's just us doing the wrestling one. And Decky has a whole vintage series coming up doing play-by-play videos. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, we're on Twitch, Redacre Games, and we're on Facebook, Redacre Productions, and we're on Twitter under Redacre 2017. Now, usually if you type in Red A, I think, on Facebook, it'll bring up our page. But do give us a look in. And Decky, thank you very, very much for joining us. And like I said, we'll catch you for episode 6.
Yep, we'll do.
Right,
Just I'll have.
Take care, big man.
What's that?
Take
See you
care.
later, guys. All
Bye.
the best. Bye.
There we go, folks. That was our first Skype podcast call with Decky there, as you heard. Yeah, he is training to be a wrestler, so he's gonna, we can say we have a man on the inside.
Yeah.
Listen, again, thanks very much for tuning in for episode 5. You've been joined by the Jazz Hat, the Mac Daddy, and as usual, Conor, the mastermind behind the whole operation. Again, folks, Facebook, Redacre Productions, Twitter, Redacre 2017, and like I said, we're on Instagram, and we're on all your social medias and your social medias.
Send me money.
And send John money to P.O. Box Daddy. Don't call me Daddy. Thanks, folks. Good night.